Welcome to Blue Health Daily.
Top 7 weight loss mistakes beginners make. Don't do mistake number 7. If you are trying to lose weight and nothing is happening, you are probably blaming one of two things. Either you think your metabolism is broken, or you think you are not disciplined enough. But here is what is usually true. You can do 90% of things right and still get 0% results. Not because you are failing, but because a few tiny mistakes, small enough to feel harmless, are quietly canceling your calorie deficit. And the worst part? Most beginners repeat these mistakes every day without even noticing. So in this video, I am going to reveal the top 7 weight loss mistakes beginners make. We will rank them from the smallest, sneakiest, doesn't even count mistakes, all the way to the biggest mistake, the one that makes people restart every Monday. And yes, mistake number 7 is the one that destroys more progress than anything else. Let's expose the leaks. WHI beginners feel stuck. Here is what being stuck feels like. You are eating better than before. You are trying to control your portions. Maybe you are even working out. But the scale does not move. Or it moves for a few days, then stops. And after a week or two with no progress, a dangerous mindset shows up. Maybe this does not work for me. So you panic. You cut calories harder. You add more cardio. You try a new diet. You switch your plan again. And that is how beginners get trapped, in a cycle of constant restarting. Because when results do not show up quickly, beginners do not adjust calmly. They overreact. But the truth is, most people are not stuck because they are doing nothing. They are stuck because their plan has small leaks, and those leaks quietly erase the calorie deficit they thought they had. Why these mistakes happen? Beginners usually have two problems. First, they underestimate how much they eat. Second, they overestimate how much they burn. And that is not because they are stupid. It is because modern food makes it easy. Calories hide in oils, sauces, drinks, tiny bites, and weekend habits. Exercise apps and treadmill numbers also make it feel like you burned way more than you actually did. And on top of that, your body is not a calculator. When you diet too hard, your body often compensates. You may move less without realizing it. Less energy means less movement. Less movement means fewer calories burned. So even when you are trying, progress can stall. Not because your metabolism is broken, but because your calorie deficit is smaller than you think. Before you blame your metabolism, let us expose the first mistake. The tiniest one. It looks harmless, it feels like it does not count, but it can erase your deficit faster than you think. Fat loss does not require a huge calorie deficit. A moderate deficit is usually best. But here is the catch. If your deficit is only 300 calories per day, and you accidentally add 300 calories back through small mistakes, your fat loss becomes 0. That is why small leaks matter. A little extra oil, a few bites while cooking, a sweet coffee drink, a weekend treat that turns into a weekend binge. These things do not feel like real eating, but your body counts them anyway. There is also something called compensation. If you start exercising harder, you might unconsciously move less during the day. You sit more, you fidget less, you take fewer steps. So yes, the workout burned calories, but the rest of the day burned fewer calories. That does not mean exercise is bad. It just means you cannot rely on workouts to fix hidden calories. And one more thing, the scale can hide fat loss. Water retention can mask progress for days or even weeks. Sodium, stress, poor sleep, digestion, and hormonal cycles can all change scale weight. You might be losing fat, and the scale simply is not showing it yet. That is why we focus on trends. Now, with that understood, let's rank the top 7 beginner mistakes. From small to big. Here are the top 7 mistakes beginners make. Ranked from tiny and sneaky to this is why you keep starting over. And I want you to be honest with yourself while listening, because most people are guilty of at least 3. Mistake number 1, tiny bites that do not count. This is the smallest mistake, and it is ridiculously common. It is the bite of food while cooking. the taste test, the handful of chips, the candy from the office bowl, the just one bite of someone else's dessert. These calories feel invisible because it was not a meal. But invisibility is the problem. 5 tiny bites throughout the day can easily become 200 calories, and 200 calories can be enough. To erase most beginner deficits, here is the quick fix. Create a simple rule. If you eat it, it goes on a plate. No random bites. If you really want it, take a portion, put it on a plate, and eat it intentionally. That rule alone eliminates a huge number of hidden calories. And it is easy. And mistake number 2, liquid calories you forget. Liquid calories are the silent killer of fat loss. Because liquids do not make you feel full, the same way solid food does. And they are easy to consume without noticing. A latte, a milk tea, a smoothie, juice, alcohol, a healthy coffee drink with flavored syrup. One drink can be 200, 300, even 500 calories. And many people drink them daily. Here is the quick fix. Keep this simple most days. Drink 0-calorie beverages, water, diet soda, black coffee, unsweetened tea. If you want high-calorie drinks, treat them like dessert. Plan them, track them, enjoy them. But do not let them become an invisible daily habit. This one change often restarts progress within a week. Mistake number 3, healthy foods with uncontrolled portions. Healthy food is not the same as low-calorie food, and beginners learn this the hard way. Foods like nuts, peanut butter, granola, olive oil, avocado, and cheese. These foods can absolutely be part of a healthy diet, but they are calorie-dense. A small handful of nuts can be 200 calories. A few seconds of pouring olive oil can be 300 calories. Granola can turn a healthy yogurt bowl into a calorie bomb. Beginners often eat these foods freely because they are healthy. Then they wonder why they are not losing weight. Here is the quick fix. Measure these foods for 7 to 14 days. Not forever, just long enough to train your eyes. Use a tablespoon. Use a kitchen scale. Once your eyes learn portions, you can stop measuring. This is not obsessive. It is education. And mistake number 4, protein too low, hunger too high. If you are always hungry while trying to lose weight, you are probably not eating enough protein. Beginners often build meals around carbs, toast, cereal, pasta, and they add protein as an afterthought. The result? They get hungry again quickly. Then they snack. Then they struggle to stay in a deficit. Protein is what makes dieting easier. It increases fullness, it helps preserve muscle, and it stabilizes appetite. Here is the quick fix. Protein-first meals. Ask yourself, where is the protein? Aim for 25 to 40 grams of protein per meal as a simple beginner target. Eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, tofu, lean meat, cottage cheese. When protein is consistent, cravings drop. And when cravings drop, fat loss becomes sustainable. Mistake number 5, overestimating exercise calories and eating them back. Many beginners think, I worked out, so I earned extra food. They see a treadmill number, 500 calories burned, or a smartwatch estimate. Then they eat back those calories. But here is the issue. Most calorie burn estimates are inflated. And even if you really did burn 300 calories, your body might compensate by moving less later. So eating back exercise calories, do not treat workouts like a food coupon. If you want a simple rule, try this. Do not eat back workout calories at all for a few weeks. Or, if you do eat back only a small portion. The goal is to keep the deficit consistent. Exercise should support fat loss, not cancel it. Mistake number 6, the weekend reset. This is the pain you do not want to hear, but you need to hear it. Many people diet hard Monday through Friday. They stay in a deficit. Then the weekend arrives. They reward themselves. Takeout, drinks, desserts, snacks, late-night eating. And in 2 days, they erase 5 days of progress. A moderate deficit might be 300 calories per day. 5 days of deficit is 1,500 calories. One weekend night of overeating can easily be 1,500 calories by itself, so the week becomes 0. Here is the quick fix. Switch to a weekly mindset. Instead of thinking, good weekdays, bad weekends, think this: how do I stay mostly consistent all week? You do not need zero fun. You need planned fun. Keep protein high. Keep steps high. Plan one treat meal, not a treat weekend. Mistake number 7. Your deficit is too aggressive. So you fall into the binge restrict cycle. This is the killer. Beginners try to lose weight fast. They cut calories too low. They do too much cardio. They try to be perfect. At first, the scale drops. Then hunger becomes overwhelming. Energy crashes. Cravings intensify. And eventually, they binge. Then guilt appears. Then they promise themselves, I will start again Monday. And the cycle repeats. This is not a discipline problem. It is a design problem. The plan was designed to fail because it relied on suffering. Here is the quick fix. Use a moderate deficit. Build a repeatable system. Eat enough protein. Walk daily. Strength train a few times per week. Sleep consistently. And create a deficit you can hold for months, not days. The goal is not fast weight loss. The goal is sustainable fat loss, because sustainable is the only version that lasts. Now, if you fix these 7 mistakes and you still feel stuck, there is one more thing you need to understand. Plateaus. A plateau is not failure. And in the next video, I will show you exactly how to break one. But first, how do you know if you are actually stuck? Beginners often think they are stuck. After 3 days with no scale change. That is not stuck, that is water weight. Here is a simple rule. Track for 14 days before making big changes. Use weekly averages, not daily weight. Measure your waist once per week. Take progress photos monthly. If your weekly average is not changing for 2 to 3 weeks, and your waist measurement is not improving, then you may need a small adjustment. But do not change your plan based on emotion. Change it based on data. Now, if you feel like you have been inconsistent, here is a quick reset. For the next 7 days, repeat simple meals from your meal plan video. Hit your protein target daily. Cut liquid calories. Follow your step target. Sleep at least 7 hours. Track honestly. No perfection, just clean consistency. This resets momentum, and momentum builds belief. Here is the truth. You are not broken. Your metabolism is not cursed. Most beginners are simply leaking calories and consistency. In small places they do not notice. Fix the leaks, and fat loss becomes predictable. Pick the one mistake you are most guilty of and fix it for the next 7 days. Then watch what happens. In the next video, I will show you how to break a weight loss plateau without starving, without endless cardio, and without starting over. Because once you understand plateaus, you stop panicking and you start progressing. Knowledge is infinite. And what I know is, honestly, just a grain of sand in the desert. Hitting the like button and subscribing is totally free, but it's a huge motivation for me to keep making better videos for you. Thank you so much for your support. I hope this gave you some helpful insights into health. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, feel free to drop them below.